Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again for some more Surviving Mars. This is 1075% difficulty.
Complete.
We just finished Drone Swarm, and we're about to starve. Alright, so we finished Drone Swarm, which is important. There it is. There's the 100 plus research from the Explorer. We obviously have to do that first. It's, oh, research building is producing 130 research for us. Yes. Good. Excellent. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the series, please hit that like button, it helps me out, and if you haven't already joined the clan, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more great content. That is with 3 of them working. Okay. Why are only 3 of them working still? Where is my peoples that are the sciencey ones? Unemployed. Really? What are you? Specialization, botanist. Well, you clearly should be employed there. Get rid of, where's a botanist? Unemployed is a botanist, work there. Good. Wait a second. You're supposed to be paused. Why are you reassigning people? You're paused. That shouldn't happen. Okay. Next unemployed person. You are a scientist. How are you unemployed? Go to work. That can't be your current workplace if you're unemployed. Next unemployed person. Also a scientist. Set workplace. Next unemployed. You're middle-aged non-specialist. Unemployed somehow. Please go work there. Tanks. Actually, that's full now, isn't it? Okay. What are you? You're a geologist. Most unneeded person in the base right now. I'm going to bring that online. How many unemployed do we have here? 6. No, why is that? Oh, that's jumping down there. Okay, so that's not per dome. If I click there, does that give me my unemployed? No, there's 1 unemployed person there. Okay. You can, I don't know. Do we bring the infirmary online or the grocer? Let's bring the grocer online. No, actually don't, because we're going to have work for you shortly. 5 of you, that's good. And there's 6. 223 research. Okay, now if only we can make her happy. More unemployed, where are you? Can I get somebody to work that? You gonna put it together? Good, look at you guys. You magical little beauties. Beauties. Okay, small machine parts factory. There we go. Do we have any unemployed here? You're non-specialist unemployed. Go work down here. Living unemployed medic. How are you unemployed? Well, where's our medic? Medic, go work here. Good. This is the dome I want to keep happiest because she's there and our researchers are there. Homeless, unemployed. Okay. Set residence down here. Assigned to building there. Homeless, youth, non-specialized. Moving to dome number 1, okay? Resting in living quarters. You are unemployed, so you're not going to be resting anymore. You're going to come and bring your beautifully hardworking butt right down there. Okay, now. Non-working building grocer. Why? Needing food, right? Right? Yes. That is what it needs. It's unfortunate it's not going to operate because we need to get... Oh, it'll have food here shortly. Very, very soon. We'll have a burst of food. And then, I think, yeah, we'll switch it to wheat. It might be unnecessary, but I think we'll do that. This one... That'll start. Okay. We're going to leave that running like that. Waiting on the food until this finishes. It's very, very close to finishing. Doing okay on services. We got 6 water demand, and we're demanding 3 air, oxygen. Good. We have 300 water. Is that enough to maintain us in a case of emergency? Dust storm. We don't produce any more. Well, we do. We produce some water. Concrete. That's right. This thing is empty, right? It's about to be empty. Okay, let's fix that because we cannot afford to run out of the concrete right now, or everybody dies. Let's put this as close up here as we can muster it. You can tweak it over there. I don't know that we'll ever do a cold connection or a heater connection between there, but probably not. But there, that's only 3 metals to do that. I would like a valve. Can I put water and air here? I'd like a water storage here and an air storage in there. I just thought of this. They don't have any for this building and separated for this building. And if I do that and that, that means that if I then lock these off, pipe valve there, there is a way to stop any leakage if that's the case over here. Now, on this one, we would have to cut it there if there's a pipe leak. This place doesn't have a standalone source, right? No. So I'm wondering if we do the same thing here. A water tank there and an air tank here, and the reason for this is that I want a valve that's just going to connect these and power that's just going to connect those, and so that I can cut off this in a case of emergency, and they've still got air and water connected directly. So if there's leaks anywhere in there, we have the ability to deactivate them. Okay. That's a bit more metal maintenance, but I'm okay. I think I'm okay with that. You guys are going to produce 1.3 machine parts, and I have 0.5 maintenance. Okay, I'm not hating that. Geologist, 2 engineers. Okay, takes 18 power. It runs both day shifts. What is out of power? We're not going to be out of power at all because these guys are open. And I think we're going to throw in some more solar. Cost maintenance of metals only, but it produces power for us quite decently, actually. It'll produce power for us during... I don't want to crowd everything really too aggressively. They'll produce power for us during the day. 10, 20, 25 more power. That might be enough. That's a little more than that thing needs. You run both shifts. Your morning, your... Well, those are not really power consumers, so that doesn't matter. You run both shifts. So everything's running pretty much all the time. Okay. Let this run. The big kicker, there we go. We just got our hit of food, and they gave us... Doesn't say. We have 28 food now. So how many is this storing? 28.3. Okay. I'm totally okay with that number. That's enough to maintain us, right? It says we're only consuming 4, but I think that's a lie. Because it hasn't counted the current stuff yet. Well, we don't have enough concrete for anything. This is true. Why are you off? Building is turned off. Okay, we'll let that building finish before it needs a maintenance cycle. That would be silly. Are we able to reach there? We sure are. Oh, we have the research now. We can put down the drone hub. Yes, indeed we can. Can he fit in here somewhere? Can I get you out of the way, please? You just... Oh, that's the wrong way. Can we shuffle over here? Thank you. And if we build the drone hub, can we fit her in there? Uneven terrain, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping we could stuff it in there. Okay, get back over there then. Okay, I can fit it there. You guys should be able to walk around, right? I think you can. Maybe I should fit it over. No, that's going to block as well. That shouldn't block them, because they can drive through that. Okay, the truck can't. I don't think the truck needs to drive through that. It'll drive around. Okay, we'll make that happen. And once that's on, we should get... Did we finish the research? Yes, we should get 6 drones from there, right? Drones and rovers 20% faster. 100 research from you. Okay, priorities. Boom, look at that. That has 6 drones attached to it. It has a huge radius. It'll even cover water up there and water down there. That covers literally everything, including the front end of that. Okay, I kind of like this thing. I wouldn't mind leaving it functional. Okay, you are going to get me... We're going to be out of metals soon. There's more down here. We do have a lot. I mean, we got probably 200 plus metals still available on the map for us, so that's okay. Can you get up out of my way, please? Just about out. 4.8 left. Okay, how are we doing here? That is not powered. Alright, that needs to be powered. I need that not to be burnt out, though. That one can come online? Yes. There we go. You definitely need to be online, my friend. You definitely need to be online. Okay, where's Hilma? How's she doing? 62. Couldn't find social? Really? Just go chat with your neighbors, dude. Really want those electronics in there. The discussion on the rare metals and electronics thing. Now, we could put a dome down here that would have rare metals.
Resources are low.
Okay, it would be serviceable-ish. It's not going to be in the range, but I could take my vehicle and put it down there. The idea would be to have some size dome, whether we do a basic dome or it would either be a basic dome or a micro dome. Very, very little. It's more metals than concrete. But this, if we put this guy down here, would we be able to fit him in without being on the cold? Yes, we would. We could totally block access to deposit. It doesn't really, though. That would. Blocking objects. No, that would be too far. That's cold. There's a tile there that's not cold. I know there is. Too far from working drone hub, uneven terrain. Too far from working drone hub. I know there was a space that worked for this. I tested it. No, you can't. Really? You can't place it? Okay, that works. So that tile would not be cold. Okay, and then the idea is that all we are doing here is running a rare metals extractor. Oh, right there. Why is that not registering if it's cold? That's got to be in a permacold, right? What about another building? Oops. What about another building? Like you're not telling me. Oh, a building that needs. No, I don't have that skill. There. No. It won't tell me. I need a building that indicates whether or not it's on a cold spot. There we go. 100%. 100%. 100%. I don't think I can get that rare metal without being on the cold. Fairly sure of it. Which is, I guess that's going to be okay. It's 2 machine parts to maintain, 4 people per shift. So that's, I mean, that's 12, that's 8 people. We wouldn't do the night shift on that. Why does it not indicate that it's high grade, really? That means we get a lot off that. that. I mean, shut both these off, right? We're not going to actually use them. That would connect us to the rare metals and be within that dome. Now, this dome would then need services for just those people and its own service buildings. So it's going to have, if it had the machine parts factory, or the electronics factory, then it would need more. But I'm thinking we put the electronics factory up here, up in the north. We put just a facility down there just to produce enough rare metals and house themselves. So they'd have a housing complex for 14 people. We got to build everything in 14 people. The infirmary and the security station both would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 max people. And then we need 8 for that, yeah. And everything else would have to be done with service bots. I mean, eventually. The infirmary is not that important for this building, though. We could almost get away with, well, no, because of the health issues that would cause. They ask to go to an infirmary sometimes. If you don't have one, they get cranky. So a housing complex here. Then we would need grocer and a diner. Even a small grocer and a diner. Diner, small grocer, residence, security station, infirmary. And parks. A decent number. Yeah, this might work. This is the idea. This is an idea, and it would be that the dome itself and services related. Like, we could just pump in, run a pipe from here to here. That would give us our water and our food. This thing would be connected for future water extractor. We could place it here. It would be warm enough that it could go down here, and I think it would be out of range, right? Maybe not. It might dust onto things. Yeah, no matter how we did it, it would dust onto it. Which isn't that bad of a deal, because that extractor is, or that, there. You could build it right in there. That's the plan. Because that would give us water, and this building would be serviced fine. We could put a heater right in here to cover everything. Otherwise, we could see if we can squeeze it in up here without having it frozen, eh? That is cold. If I could get that dome over one tile. That's cold? That's not? That's weird. Too far from drone out, commander, uneven terrain. Building is cold. Has to be up that high because it has to reach that device. That may block a deposit. That wouldn't be cold, but oh boy, this might be a little squeaky weird, but it might work. Okay. I don't remember which its exit point is. We'll do it like that. That's within that guy's range just barely. Can I fit a water extractor? I'm trying to get the water extractor on this side. Oh, nuts. It's going to be blocked, huh? But is it going to be... Oh, look at that. There we go. We can put that there, and then a heater. Where would you be? You would be there. A heater up here. would provide a spectacular heat source. Right there. We could stretch it 2 or 3 tiles, and that would give us... So stop that, stop that, stop that, and stop that. And then, let me know what you guys think of this, of course, because this is a big deal, but this project is a large deal. So this would have to have some sort of... The corner's going to have a source there. I do that, and I do that. Right? This is the standalone. Then the source comes in from this line to connect this stuff. Like this. Choop, choop. Then we would like power down right across here to connect that into there. We could switch this spot. Yeah, I like this. That would give us access to the rare metals. Now we'd need about 14 people there, which we don't have. So let's lay that aside. This is the idea. This will all work. That's not cold. That's not cold. This is probably in the cold. I didn't check it when I placed it. It doesn't say. Sitting here right in the middle doesn't say. Okay, well we'll have to test to see if that is the case. But anyways, I'm not sure if that's cold buildings. It doesn't tell me. Anyway, so all that will provide us with the rare metals if we can survive long enough to get people down there. Some people for that. Let these guys build their services. Well, that should all connect. Good, we'll start filling that. I'd love to shut these off, thank you. And don't maintain that. And don't maintain that. We got one if we need it. It's fine. Don't maintain that. Or that. Because they're full. We're not idle extractors. Yes, you are empty. Okay, I'm gonna shut you off and leave you that way. Do we salvage him? One machine part. We only have 4 at the moment, so we could grab him later. But if we leave it, it's okay. If we ever got that, I don't think we do. But if we ever get that tech that gives it free build, we could do something with that. We can't do anything with him right now, anyways. We can't decommission him, anyways. So if we break him down, then all we get is that one machine part back, and he's still blocking that space, so... Okay. I think this is interesting, because this switch isn't necessary. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take out this stuff. Where are you? There. I'm going to salvage this stuff right out. We're going to take that switch off. Okay. Now the power is right there. Now, there's no need to cut that power ever, so I don't need to switch any of these out or valve any of that off. So now this Stirling is connected to this building, connected through that building. This Stirling is still on. That's unfortunate. Can we fix that? Can we change that? We're going to be in electronics to run. We are in the daylight, but we haven't finished these. So let's prioritize those. Can we get those going, please? And we'll get power online right away here. Thank you. Okay, so we have daytime power now sufficient for that. I'd like the next 2 to come online. There's 1. Come on. And there's 2. Okay, shut him off. Close him up, I should say. So he doesn't need maintenance, and he doesn't need maintenance. Once these guys are filled, we close them off as well. Okay, I'll leave one of these operational, one that's close to the heater. These guys can be, yeah, they can be closed up eventually. We have enough power in the day when these are on now. Yes? Yes. Everything can be powered full-time during the day. This can be off, and I don't care what happens to it, to be honest. Unfortunate we lost that last machine part to maintaining it. Water extractor is going to use 1. That's unfortunate. We only have 4 left. How are we doing from production? 1.3, huh? I feel like if we are short employees somewhere, which we're not, We have a, what, one vacant work slot? Down here, right? Okay. One vacant work slot's going to be there. I'm going to go ahead and... do we let them finish? No, you know what? No, you're going to go off. That's fine. The percentage difference is going to be like half of food at
Sector scan.
So you've got food, you've got food. Good. Sector scanning is wonderful. Moisture vaporator's offline. Why? Power shortage, huh? A nighttime power shortage. Ugh. So what's off right now? What do we have off right now that we don't? Well, I guess the water extractor could be off. Not really. I need him to keep running. I don't want to use polymers for these, but maybe we'll have to. The battery's 2 polymers to build. I'm going to delete this. I don't like that idea. I don't even like to think about that idea. Oh, man. It's tight. But how are things going? Do we have any renegades yet? 0 renegades. Okay. That's good. How are you doing? You are making us money. Yes! She made 30 million. So good. So good. You're making the money, Helma. Making the money. That's so fantastic. 30 million is like a good chunk of money. What does it cost us right now? We're not past 40, are we? We're at 31. So we still got another 9 souls before the prices jump. And we're running out of time again. 5 souls, she could buy another drone hub. Right, like, I mean, oh man. It's 180 in 6 souls, so 150. Yeah, close to it. What are these? Okay. See, that's interesting. She can buy 5 polymers every third 2.5 souls. She pays for 5 polymers, or 3 souls. She basically pays for 5 machine parts. It's not huge, but it's something. It's constant trickle of cash, which makes me very happy. She's got to be doing that for the rest of her life, so make sure she stays happy. This beast down here, what's going on? Are you... you're gathering stuff, eh? Right. Let's make sure you are. Okay. Now, to that. Concrete is at 19. We are manufacturing some concrete. I'd like to... I think we're probably going to disconnect this. Yes, we are. And we're going to put one down here, because I don't like the idea of them running 6 million miles for concrete. Concrete extractor. Or concrete pile. There you go. Now, this universal. There will be a universal down here somewhere. Not important right now, Drake. Moisture vaporator is still offline. He's actually just come online. Okay. So, power at night. Power at day is plus 11. Power at night is not great. We definitely need another wind turbine before too long. One more would give us a surplus at night. And I think we almost need to do that. Could leave you with the low priority. All those need to be high priority. All those need to be high priority. But as soon as full, they need to shut off, right? So they don't waste materials. Fill up and then shut off. Grow up and blow away. Fill up and shut off. Research is going. They're making 228, guys. We're making 428 per soul. And we're working on upping another. Oh, that's much better. That's doubled our research. It's going to be a big factor. I don't know if making this guy a priority is important, but I think we maybe go with that next. then we make a polymers factory, and then we're able to do that. So let's go that way. We do that, we can make a polymers factory. If we can house the polymers factory, it takes machine parts, but if we can build the polymers factory, we can then have enough polymers to put the low-G turbines online, and that'll produce our power for the same maintenance cost. If we can hold off on upgrading, that would be good. Extractor amplification would be good when we get the rare metals extractor going. An apartment over on that southwest would be probably ideal if we have the population to support it. We don't, of course, but if we did. I would like one of these. Are they the same price? They are. Let's add that in, because the next one I think is the moisture evaporators. We have scientists and botanists. Let's do that. That needs to be number 2 priority. Let's do that, because that'll boost our... Actually, then that needs to be number 2 priority. Then that. Yeah, scientists and botanists, then engineers and geologists after this guy, and then we go to the polymers, then the polymer blades. Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. I like it. Because right now we have 0 maintenance of polymers, right? So if I could put, instead of doing, say, a power storage or repairing one of those, what we could do is we could add the polymer blades to one of these and dump them up by another 10, basically, to permanently have that amount of power. I love that idea. We could do 2 of those, and we could replace the power of those guys being opened just with the 4 polymers we've got. This is good. Okay, I'm cautiously optimistic, guys. I'm cautiously optimistic that things are going okay. Do we have any renegades? No, not yet. We have 4 botanists, 2 engineers, 2 geologists, 3 medics, 6 scientists. One of them is old, and we have a officer. We have 2 seniors. I think we came with some of those seniors. I think some of those seniors came in this last shift. I don't think our founders have hit senior. Any of those founders have hit senior rate yet. The security station might be something that we have to prioritize into when disasters come. In fact, it has to be. But for now, what's our growth? We have 3 children. Oh, did we not put a? We have the infirmary in. Okay, this dome is births allowed 7 and 3, 55. This one is births allowed 11, 11 at 55. Nice. Very nice. Okay, and Helma, you're a happy girl. Keep this up, and we might actually be okay. If I can get Polymers Factory going, the top priority for Polymers Factory will be to make sure all our wind turbines are large and upgraded. And then the next priority, as soon as possible, would be to get this going. So population, even before we do all this. If I can get a Polymers Factory operating, staffed in here somewhere, where the heck I'm going to put it, this would have to operate, and the Polymers Factory would have to operate. But if I can do that, we're making 1.5 per soul machine parts. That's something. It's not huge, but it's something. Our maintenance per soul is 0.8. Oh boy. We need the performance up on those. But more to come. Thank you everybody for joining me. Hit the like button if you're enjoying things. And we'll see you in game.